Fried maters and mashed taters. It's Wrap It Up, boys and girls. We're checking out the best paint schemes of 2023.
Yeah.
As voted on by the three of us.
Yeah.
And
so our opinion matters, no one else's.
Right. Take that for what it's worth. We have nominated some paint schemes. We're going to go through those. It's a big time. We're going to look at them just like this. Here's the first nomination. Look, it's a hot car. I'll tell you right now.
It is.
Definitely one of my favorites.
It's got Jordan all choked up over there.
He's all about it. He just loves it. We're going to look at that. We're going to look at a lot of stuff. That's not the hottest car of the year, according to us. We'll see what is. Hang with us. We got free stuff as always, boys and girls. We'll be right back. Oh, we got every single thing you want to see with your eyeballs. We got the cars, the best ones of the entire year. Fellas, tell me about the number one, Kabuta. Is this the chainsaw or is this the weed eater? What Kabuta are we advertising here?
This is tractors and
tractors.
Oh,
mowers.
Tractors. Okay.
This is better.
Don't
better
they make
than
hand tools also? Like power tools?
I'm sure they do, but I know
I'm
them
absolutely positive they make chainsaws.
Probably, but this is known for tractors and things.
But
by the way, I just want to say I've got all this head stuff going on.
Everybody does.
You're right, everybody does. But let me say this: the reason I was not able to join the Wrap It Up crew at Martinsville,
it's because you got a.
It started then, and I've
prison.
never been able to shake whatever that was.
Well, I've had
for
to
3 weeks.
Shakes on a plane,
right? But the 7 to 9 years you were doing in prison. How did you feel about that while you were gone?
Well, I guess I just get out on good behavior, I guess.
You get a work release. You come here to do this show because, you make so much money doing that. Oh, okay. Let's take a look here again, folks. The number one, it's a hot car. I didn't nominate this one, but I agree with it. I almost did. I don't know if it's definitely not the hottest car, but, man, it's up there.
It's nice.
What about this?
Oh,
America.
America one.
This was
I forgot about this one.
This was one of my nominations as well.
It was.
And
we're just going through order here. We got other ones coming later, folks.
I
mean, this is not the best,
RFK Racing really just nailed it home with a lot of their paint schemes this year.
They did.
And
they did. We'll look at the stats here later to see if we thought they had the best or not. But all year we bragged about them. This was at the 600, of course, right?
Which honestly, anytime you go patriotic on a lot of these cars, it looks cool.
I noticed in your voting,
the 40,
you liked all the patriotic cars a lot. You were a big fan.
The 48.
Well, don't give it away before we get there. I mean, you got to give somebody something to look for. Let's not predict the show. Right.
I don't think it's on here. I didn't put it on here.
The 48 car?
The 48.
Somebody did.
Somebody did.
Says you
Jordan.
did. Says right here you did.
Maybe I did.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're just flying through this. Brad never got a win. Oh, listen, you would think. Now, who do you think voted this one?
I did.
It was Justin, not me.
I voted this one because this was.
I don't know.
It is hot,
slick.
But I wanted to vote for it. I really did.
It's not one of my favorite. Not one of the worst, but
I was like, I don't know. It's so close to what Tyler Reddick ran. I've seen it for so many years.
I was thinking the same thought jumped in my head when I saw it.
And I mean, it's not bad.
Unique. It's not unique to Kyle for sure.
Right, but I still like the paint scheme. But we only allowed ourselves to each pick 10 cars. So when it came down to the top 10 cars of the year,
it's really hard.
I couldn't justify this one. I had to make some tough choices. I'm not saying this was like maybe 11, right? This was like the final cut. I loved it, but it didn't make it in. What?
Yeah, it seems pretty average, Tyler Reddick to me.
I don't care about Tyler Reddick. I just voted
Justin.
this paint scheme as one of the best of the year.
Well,
Justin.
That was kind of the point, wasn't it?
That's what I did.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
Take a look.
That mother load.
Mother load.
Look
at about this car as well.
The champ, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I forgot
the champ is here. Da-da.
Oh, telling you what. Hey, we were at both races that he ran this scheme. Is that right? Wait, he was advanced 4 times this year, but 2 of them he had a yellow hood. Now, I liked the non-yellow hood better.
I have to be honest.
Martinsville and Bristol, we were at both of these.
Mm-hmm.
I got to be honest. I didn't bother going back and looking at a lot of his schemes because
you've done a terrible disservice to yourself.
You're right, because I like this one.
Yeah.
Can we just redo the whole
So
show?
you're telling me you just didn't even try in your voting?
No, I did.
Dang.
But
I'm glad you folks tuned in
looked
for
for red, white,
Jordan's
blue.
throwing them.
because
Whatever.
no, what jumped out to
You
me
know
about
what?
his paint schemes this
Listen,
year.
got a new graphic. We're just going to award you first right off the bat. Dale with pie on his face.
Um,
That's the award right there. That's for crap.
Well,
Boy, looks bad. Makes the best thing look bad. Right
So-
there you go. You've ruined the show. Oh, God.
So what jumped out to me about Ryan Blaney's paint schemes though were it was Menards plus something else on the hood,
right. Yeah, that's the
Which-
Menards.
which they're just terrible.
You've been on this show, right?
I know,
You're
but that was my only
You've
memory.
noticed what happens on the paint schemes before this week.
Yes.
Okay. Just
But
making
that's
sure
why
the virus didn't
but
erase your mind.
None of those jumped out at me.
Okay. Well, of course not. I mean, they're all, yeah. All right. Okay.
So
All
that's
right.
why it wasn't considered. We're
okay.
talking about paint schemes. That's what the show's
I
about.
guess. All right.
When are we going to talk about something else?
Well, it's the show about paint schemes. Get a different
Oh.
show. Look at this. This is hot.
This is
Uh,
cool.
This was Bristol dirt race.
Listen, okay.
I forgot about this. I
I-
guess because I couldn't see it because it
It
was
was
covered
a-
in dirt.
I like the play on the detergent
You
at the
voted
dirt
for this.
race.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I
Yeah.
almost did again. This was like top 15. I was like, oh,
I like the play on the dirt with the detergent.
absolutely.
I like AJ Allmendinger.
You like that?
And I don't mind Food City at times.
Our corporate local overlords, Food City, gained a big kickback from Gain on putting them on the car.
and Miss Food City was
That-
on our show.
Right, and I guess that helps the local economy, right? Food City does good, we all do good.
So,
What is it? Our local area, the Virginia Highlands area, the East Tennessee. Food City is the largest employer in our area. Did you know that?
Yeah, and
That's why I'm making
they-
the joke that they're
they have
corporate
stores
overlords.
in Alabama
Wow.
now
Well,
and Georgia.
But I'm just saying, the home base is right near y'all's house.
yes.
And like 1 in 5 people in our area work for that company. That's huge.
That's crazy.
We need Food City to do well here.
Yes.
So,
Hey.
way to go, Gain.
I liked
hot
it,
car. It was a
What-
hot car, yeah.
It was. I like it.
It very well could have, like, just for, moment decisions, maybe Jordan paying better attention, this could have been, like, the hottest car of the year.
But
I mean, it's that
this-
close, some of these.
These can we stop and talk though?
Well, that's kinda what we do.
Go
Sure.
back. Go back.
Okay, I'll go back.
AJ
You got a button
Allmendinger
right there in
will
front of you.
not be in this car next year.
Right?
Breaking news.
Break.
Well, not breaking anymore.
Break it anyway.
I mean, didn't Dale Jr. break it on his podcast?
I think he just tweeted it. Or X'd it, or...
But you know who's getting in this car?
Exactly. I've been saying that for quite some time.
So it driver data alone
Mhm.
results, which obviously not everyone desires results. Sometimes they just desire money.
Do they? Well, you're right. Well,
So,
but listen, sometimes you
well,
need money to get results.
Okay. Let me
Okay.
let me just give you this stat right here
Okay.
for the 2023 Cup season alone.
Please do.
Who led all drivers in
Gotta
30th
take
or
the car
worse finishes? Ty Dillon
Yeah.
with 14.
Ty Dillon, 30th or worse finishes, had the most of the season.
Yeah, and I'll give you a AJ Allmendinger stat. An AJ Allmendinger stat, 1 win
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah. So you're trying to tell me you think Allmendinger's better than Ty Dillon?
I'm not just saying it.
I
It's
don't-
a fact.
I don't think anybody's going to believe that. No one who can read.
No one could
No, the other way
See-
around. Anyone who can't read.
who can't see
So,
or listen.
can-
Oh yeah, anyone who is has the whatever Helen Keller had, whatever her condition was called, is they qualify for this conversation. This is what they
Okay,
they're highly debatable about it.
You said save it for the air.
Well, okay,
when
here
we're
we
off
go.
Air.
Yeah, you were trying to ask me what I learned today about Keurig Coffee Company's racing Super Gutters division Magic Plan. Here's the idea. I've been saying that Ty is going to go to the 16 because of money, right? Not because of talent. Obviously, AJ Allmendinger is winning.
But-
He is the talent.
What has it been officially announced? Allmendinger to the 16 Xfinity yet?
It's not officially announced, but it's announced. It's happening, right? Today they announced the other car, the 11, is Josh Williams.
So will 10 be a rotation again?
I believe so, or they're not going to run it. I think college plan now is because they're going to have the Ferris motor money coming in from Ty Dillon. That's money just to pour into a program, right? To add to something that they didn't have before, and then they have hype and build up because they will literally maybe win half the races in the X Series. I mean, that's their plan. They're going to try to go and just blow that series up till it's like, okay, Kaulig is good. We can attract people. They can be better for Cup, and they'll store up that money while they wait and then try to snatch a Zane Smith or somebody like that, that's coming up. That's my thoughts.
Zane Smith's a Trackhouse, though. He's already.
I'm just saying, in that kind of situation. Zane Smith was at front row, and they couldn't afford to keep him. Now he's at the Trackhouse. There's too many drivers for as many cars as there are. Somebody can be snatched up, somebody great. Kyle Larson drove the 42, look at his win percentage there versus the 5, okay? He was way under his equipment level. You know what I'm saying? There's some amazing drivers that can be gribbed and grabbed.
That does remind me, though, Chandler Smith ran some Cup races for them. What's his 2024 plans?
I don't know.
Were those announced?
Let's call him. You guys phone number?
I don't know.
Tell us.
I don't know either. That's a good question. I think he's moving on to somewhere else, is what I heard. But we only care about the Cup, okay? It's even though here we go. Oh, another. Well, I wonder who picked this military car.
So this one,
it was you.
This one was not meant to be in my top.
Well, you said it was.
But
you know what? I almost picked it myself, so I'm fine with it. It's fine. Let's let it ride.
But if I were to give one, I gave it the week that we did this episode. But this would be my Lizard Man of the Year right here.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's definitely Reptilian of the Year. Absolutely. Look at that. Oh, it's slow. Oh, there he comes. He's got to materialize. He's been gone for a while.
He's transparent.
Oh, man. Yeah, you can't hardly see him. He's been moving on. When you try to get these lizard men beamed down from the moon, it's a hard situation. Sometimes it just don't work out, and you got to move on. This is a hot car, though. This is the car I would vote most to look like a tank this year, and I thought that was cool. And I loved that they kept the little pixel little tiles that Fastenal was doing on everything this year. It kind of gave it a very, like you said, lizard look. Justin, is it the most lizard car you've seen this year? Being an expert,
it's kind of scaly.
Exactly.
It is. It's definitely a lizard car. A lizard with
Reptilian
dog
of the
legs.
Year, baby.
Of the year.
Of the year.
Okay. Let's hurry. Let's hit a few more here to see what we can get through. Oh, look at the subs.
There's a 17.
They love them.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, RFK killed it.
Yeah.
This one, however,
I just picked the 17 because I'd already picked the 6 on a different paint scheme.
Right. And the 6 had the same paint scheme.
Yes, they had the same.
And I probably should have stuck those together, really. But the 17, it does look better. I just like the number font better. I don't know. The 6, I don't know. It's just I like the driver better, really. Let's be honest.
This was you, definitely.
We got another 17.
We do.
Another one.
Oh, wait, no.
That's
Do
what
we?
it says.
Oh, it's coming up later. Yeah, coming up later.
Okay.
We got something to do with that later. Oh, look at here. One last one before we take a break here real fast. All
23
year.
races, the same scheme.
Man, he wore it out, didn't he?
But it's a good nice scheme.
I wouldn't have guessed even 23. I felt like he had that auto owner's insurance.
He had
a lot more.
What?
I got that.
Not more.
I bought it.
Not
it
more.
made him buy the insurance. It
Is
worked. The NASCAR
is it good?
worked.
It's cheap, so that's the only reason I care.
There you go.
That's why they sponsored.
Cheaper
more.
than the General?
They didn't.
I didn't check him because I'm scared of Shaq.
Right. They got to pay Shaq now. When they had the little short man with the beard who hung out with the penguin,
Yeah.
it was much cheaper then because they didn't have to pay all them Shaq fees, Speaking of somewhere that's cheap and you'll get a value for your money, White Blaze Outdoors. Man, talk about a value. Have you ever even heard of Value City?
I've heard of Food City.
Right, we were talking about that. They have value cards. It's kind of like that.
It's a marriage.
It is.
We need to reach out to Food City.
We do, and tell them White
get 'em on
Blaze
the
is there
shows.
to take them on company hikes.
Corporate hikes.
White Blaze can come in and teach the pest control people how to keep the corn in the bag so snakes don't get into the stores.
Right.
What else can they do?
They can take the corporate people and teach them survival skills.
Oh.
And how to not kill each other in
Right.
the workplace.
Should society fall,
He's the best.
Food City will still be ready to go
That's the
at
best-
moment's notice.
That's the best salesman in the office, right there, though.
That's what it says.
It's true, right? He'd know, wouldn't he? All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to think about what's went wrong, what's went right. There's not much.
What are you doing?
You know what time it is. It's stage 2.
It's stage 2 of
Best of.
schemes.
Here they come. The
Oh,
second stage of
yeah.
us trying to figure out which one we like the best.
There it is.
Columbia, listen, 2311 had hot cars all year.
Yeah.
All year. Somebody even commented, I read one comment we put up on that the show was going to
45
drop.
had to be on there.
Yeah,
I
right?
saw that too.
Yeah, 2311 killed it. We haven't got up to the 45s yet.
But
Man.
um,
But a Bubba in here still nonetheless.
he ran Grimace, but then which week did he run Birdie?
He did not. He did not. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Oh man, the Birdie car looks so
You're
cool.
always trying to talk about conversations from the future.
Yeah, but
If we could get you to back up 30 minutes, you would be like a perfect conversation with us.
no.
We'll be to you in 30 minutes. We'll be to what car you're on now. Okay, just hang with us. Oh,
Wait,
Hey.
we didn't talk about the 23 car enough.
what you want to
This is
say
the
about
only
it?
list on the-
Tell us about it.
Okay, purple cars all around.
Yeah, right. Now, but you tried to tell me I was wrong about the purple carness. Now you come up and bring it up again in front of my family at Thanksgiving.
I'm not feeling this one, Justin.
Oh,
I like it.
Okay,
in your face.
Yeah.
He got you. Told him. Oh, shut him down. Massive burn. Okay. All right, let's get to Hendrick.
I like this one too.
Oh, yeah.
I put this one on
I
there.
do like
yeah,
this too.
I do.
I mean, we all did, but it just didn't make my top 10 cut. But it's hot.
I'll tell you the other one that was really good that almost made my top 10 cut. Can we talk? Am I allowed to talk about it?
sure, yeah.
Can I bring it
Well,
up?
I don't know. Is it like a car that we just haven't got to yet, or? Yeah. Okay.
No, it's not.
All right.
It's Valvoline, but the
5?
Yes, the
Okay.
Valvoline 5 looked good.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. It did. I like the Valvoline 5. I almost
I always liked the
honestly
Valvoline
when I
5.
started picking my top 10, I was putting things. I was like, yes. That was the first thing I put in my picks was the Valvoline 5. But it got cut as I went.
Did Valvoline go on the 48 at all this year?
They did not on the 48 had every single race ally in some way. They're the only ones, dude.
You just don't see that much in the sport period.
There is nobody. It's just the 48.
Just a 48.
That's it.
Sack it.
Oh, that's a hot scheme. Oh, looky here. You know what?
Oh,
Yes.
It's good. Okay.
this is a terrible scheme.
We got someone who loved it. Someone was like,
That's
and Justin hates
that's how I feel about a gold 23 sponsored by Columbia.
As it
Yep.
moves across the screen, it gets worse.
So, no, I just the nostalgia of this one.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
I mean,
Like,
that
everybody's
was
all,
kind of
yeah.
That was kind of my generation as a child, seeing this for the first time after
Yeah, right.
senior.
When did he even run? I can't remember when he.
This was like first thing. Well, he ran red and white 29.
No, like what race did he run this at this year?
Oh, this was at the All-Star.
All-Star race.
Because he had,
All-Star.
remember, 29, he can't, he couldn't be 29 in another race.
That's why I don't remember
Yeah.
it, because the 5 just destroyed everybody.
You didn't see the
Suck
car
it.
ever drive.
Ever. You just saw the 5
Yeah.
running in
And-
laps.
And it's
Yeah.
the one show we skipped this entire year. We did not do an episode for the
Ah,
All-Star race.
That's why I don't recognize that
So,
either.
yeah. So barely anybody got to see it, even though, unless it was on a shirt or something. Because they didn't get a lot of TV time for sure.
Happy Harv.
It was a good throwback deal. You know what, though? You look at the numbers here a little more, and it's just the 62 font turned upside down.
Yeah.
So,
Austin Hill.
yep. Oh, man, the brother from the other mother.
Shoo.
Same deal here, man. Just Tide, Bristol
Gonna be
Dirt,
nice.
Food City.
Ooh.
The Tide brings the throwback vibes to me,
Yeah,
nostalgia.
absolutely. Absolutely.
I forgot about this.
I don't know why, though. I should love the Tide more than the Gain. but for some reason I like the game car more.
Granted, this is a great scheme, but
absolutely.
it's on the verge of being obnoxious with the way they have so many lines.
That's it,
But
right
it's
there.
still good, but
Yeah.
As
You
I'm looking
You
at
nailed it.
as I'm looking at this list, none of you voted for the same ones I did. Thanks.
Well,
that's good.
some of us, we did at the end. We got some multiple votes. But I see what you're saying. This line right here through the 31, if that hadn't been there, like they got too busy with this.
It's too busy on the side.
Exactly. They should have kept it DW filling,
Yeah,
and they would have. It could have been scheme of the year on everybody's list. Oh, I picked this.
It's the bacon car.
Oh, it's.
For the whole map is
Was this Chicago street race?
This was Chicago Street Race.
Just remember wrecking.
He
Like-
wrecked it
times.
like 6 times in the
They need
same
to
barrier.
They need to put they need to redo that and put like Miley Cyrus wrecking ball.
I had non-NASCAR people. I got them to watch this race.
Because of this car.
And this car was on constantly because of Noah wrecking it constantly. So it became like their thing. They're like, the Wendy's car. You know, that it became their guy because he was just on TV acting stupid so much.
So you're saying probably the race more than the scheme?
No, I like the giant hamburger right off the bat with the red head on it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that on air. Oh, hell. I'm going to be in trouble. Well, anyway.
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah. Anyway. I don't even know Wendy. I've never met her.
Go
But
down there
bacon.
and
Everybody
tell her.
loves bacon.
Everybody does.
It's true.
Wendy
It's a black car.
Wendy does.
You know what, though? For some reason, to me, just looking at it, it looks old. Like the car doesn't even... It's been so long since Noah Gregson was seen in a car that I'm just like the ancient old days. I remember when.
And still no official word on the 10 car, right?
It's going to be Noah.
Ooh.
You know it is.
Take a look.
Here comes the 45.
45's coming in.
45 just killed it all year though.
Retro
Where?
Jordan 8 ran this at they ran Jordan at 7 different races,
This
but
one
this
was
one
at
was at the last Vegas playoffs.
First Vegas.
Was it first Vegas?
It says one Vegas.
Oh, I guess it was.
Yeah, I don't remember
This one
car.
was at Vegas. It's Vegas 2.
I don't remember this car.
You were asleep.
I guess, yeah, because it's a Las Vegas
No,
race.
There was a guy-
I think I was on the show that week.
Well, there was a dude even at the race. So this has to do with some artist, and he was there dressed up like this and walking around. Remember, didn't they have a random?
Oh, yeah.
No, that was Chicago, where they took a random 45 like out in the middle of the hood and parked it
Was this
with
the
a different Jordan scheme
Was
on
this
it.
the week J Balvin was there?
Maybe.
That might be who this guy is.
J Balvin.
J Balvin.
Who is that? Tell us about that.
He's a
J Balvin.
Latin rapper.
Oh,
you know, J Balvin. And
I
Bad
did not
Bunny.
know about Jay Babel, but
Jay-
he sounds good.
He does.
I like the paint scheme he came up with.
You would know it if we played him some of your songs.
You go babble,
Played
babble,
him
babble.
Some of your songs. Did you
Yeah,
catch that?
yeah. Well, maybe.
I didn't catch it till after I said it.
Well,
Here's the
would-
North Carolina
look
Tar
at that
Heels.
one. Another 45. Just
He's got it. Was it promoting these Jordans right here? Maybe
maybe. Those are kind of tight. It might have been. I don't know.
those were
The
his.
next one's. Oh no, he had an. That's what it is. Go the brown ones. They ran that scheme. Also, but it didn't make our list.
Yeah, I think J Balvin was at the track that weekend too, because he was with Michael Jordan.
Yeah, the guy I'm thinking of was too. So, Jordan, you picked the North Carolina blue 45, which I like with the jump man. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't think it belonged in the best Jordan scheme of the year.
This one's just simple. Like it's the Carolina
Oh,
blue
you
with a jump
you like
man.
things that are simple, don't you?
No, no, I don't.
Bazinga. Terrible dad jokes. All right.
Hey. All right, what we got next?
Another
Oh!
45.
I picked this 45, I think.
We all picked a 45.
We all picked this one?
Yeah, I mean,
No, you picked this one, but each one of us
Oh,
at
we
least
got a
had a
different
45
one.
running, yeah.
Yeah, this
We
is
just
the
couldn't
one I
agree which 45 was the best, but we all were like, yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Oh,
kudos to that guy.
man, they were cranking it.
Whoever's at 2311 Racing doing the designs, kudos to them.
Absolutely.
Maybe RFK and Denny have the same
Man,
guy.
that guy needs a raise, whoever he is.
Yeah.
100%. All right. Look at this. Here you go.
There you go.
Here it is. It finally caught up to us.
Yes.
The 48 Patriotic. with the dog tag.
The dog tags did it for me, man.
That's it.
That's cool.
I like
That is
the
cool.
side of it. When you have a just straight side view of it, I remember it looking, me thinking it was a very 80s kind of vibe art. It reminded me of those Pepsi cans they had in like the late 80s, early 90s that have like American flags and designs on them. Y'all remember that?
That was the J Balvin.
Yep, exactly.
Sorry.
That's what I'm talking about. Yep. Well, that one didn't make the list, but it was another good Jordan.
Yeah.
Let's do one more before we take another break. Oh, my goodness. I said
The blacked out.
Yes.
all
I
year.
forgot about this one, but dang.
Winner right here. I could not believe that none of you. Let's get a different.
Ty Dillon.
Ty Gibbs.
Ty
Same
Dillon.
thing, right? Papaw.
Take a look.
I could not believe that no one else voted for this. This was one. I was as soon as I was like, oh man, this is
cool.
To me. If it had been my list, just me, I think this might have been my top of the year right here by myself.
This one was only ran once at Texas.
That was it. He ran the Green Interstate 4 other races, but this was the last one at Texas.
Yeah, the blacked
And
out.
man, I hope he keeps running it because
It
it
is
is
pretty cool.
hot.
Yeah.
Well, it's really cool
It's
because
electric.
it kind of looks like his traditional monster car.
Right. Right. That's the whole thing. He's just the man in black now, right? He can he can
this
drive
was-
all this. He can be the in black. Has all
Pretty
the.
sweet, man.
He's a small man.
I like it.
All right. So, one thing that you will want to take advantage of our free stuff.
Oh.
My gosh, we should have talked about it sooner. I'm sorry we didn't. All you've got to do this week, because there's no way to guess who wins the race, is tell us in the comments, what did we get wrong? What scheme is it that you think shouldn't have made the list? Or what scheme have we missed that didn't make the whole show that we totally went over? What are we idiots about? You can pick any one you want. So all you've got to do is pick a scheme that we were wrong about, and then we're going to do a random draw out of all the comments, and you're going to get the Junior Motorsports hat for husband. This over here is a 9 ladies fit cut white
The one.
Chase Elliott
Yeah,
hat.
the one you can barely see there.
Right,
Yep.
and then for the little
right.
dirt
right.
track guy,
This one right
in your
here.
life, this Bush number 4 throwback hat. It is a fitted hat. This is a $40 hat, gentlemen, right there. It is a sized hat,
It's a
6
small
and
hat.
7/8.
So
So-
let your kids wear this around the school.
So get you one of them little boys that you turn loose on a dirt bike about with 20 gallons of gas all weekend, so you don't see. Just give it to him. It'll fit his little head. It's got a solid bill. When he falls off the dirt bike, he'll bounce right off the ground. I am not that kind of doctor. Don't take that kind of advice from me. But who you can take advice from, the one people that have changed my life, it is White Blaze Outdoors. Oh. You don't know it. There's a live audience here with us tonight, and there's just a standing ovation for White
Yep.
Blaze Outdoors. Every one of those people were on a White Blaze Outdoor trip before they got in here. White Blaze Outdoors brought them to the studio as a surprise, and they're now held captive here before us, clapping. They love White Blaze Outdoors, and you
Ooh.
will too.
That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know about this hiking service. They have kidnapped people and brought them to sit in our show, and
Yeah.
that's it. And you should call and take advantage of that kind of offer.
Hey, what's going on? Y'all back? We're looking at some paint schemes.
Ooh.
All right.
What they do.
The best ones of the year,
Ooh.
according to our professional opinion.
Oh, man. Tell you what, listen, if you're just tuning in, know that we have free stuff we are throwing at you every show. Look at these hats. All you got to do for this week is tell us in the comments, what did we miss? What did we get right? What did we get wrong? And as we've been going on, we're constantly giving things away. Look at these die-casts. We have die-cast to give away. 1/24th, a Kyle Busch die-cast, a Kyle Larson Richmond win, I think, and a Kyle Busch truck win, his first in the Chevy move over. And this, all we've got to do before New Year's Day, that's January 1st.
That is.
Yes.
Get 500 follows on the Facebook, and we're giving away that truck. And we're only like, I don't know, 98 away or something, less than 100. And on the YouTubes, hit 500, and we're giving away this sucker, Kyle Busch's first win in the 8. And another person out of the 500 gets that other Kyle Larson car. Man, that's 1 and out of 250 people will receive a die.
Man, thank you,
Wow.
White Blaze, for making all of this possible.
Oh, they've done it again. Thank you, White
Donations.
Blaze.
So,
Wheat
good
Blaze.
job.
Wheat Blaze. What's going on, boy? We are looking at these cars. And
right.
Oh, he made the
Wow.
list this year. He did not get the best, but the Blaster. Listen, this
The
paint scheme
slowest
worked this
car.
year.
No, it blasted him to the back of the. He had the cannon upside down the whole time.
What's it say on the hood?
Blaster.
Work it like a pro?
Yeah, work it like a pro. You know what? I actually saw a picture just this week on the back beside where it says Blaster. It says, what does it say? Bust your something, not your nuts. No,
Bust your
but
nuts?
don't bust your knuckles. Bust your nuts.
Oh, really?
Yes, or something because it's supposed to loosen up nuts and bolts. Anyway,
I like
Yeah.
it even better now.
yeah, he just
Everybody came.
yeah. I mean,
Yep.
it is what it is.
Everybody came.
That's
Uh,
what. That was it.
It's Bristol, baby.
Okay,
Um,
just getting button happy now. Blaster, listen,
what's
they
new?
sold the team. They sold
Yes.
the charter to the 71 car
71.
of Smith is now going to be good. It's going to be a hot car, I think.
You think he runs this Blaster ever again?
Maybe because he's still going to run the 78 in the plate car races.
You think Balicki gets a
Balicki
Xfinity
is
race?
not coming back
to
to the Xfinity ride. Nope. He doesn't know what he's going to do with the Xfinity ride, BJ, but he is going to run a limited schedule of non-chartered starts, which will get him in the race because most weeks there's only 36. So he can be 37th and run just as easy. But Matt Tift, that used to drive, who was co-owner, left. He's gone. He took all that money and said, I'm leaving, and left. And so now it's just BJ and some other guy that nobody isn't, he's a quiet partner. Anyway, so, but he's still going to drive. So we can still see BJ at the racetrack. Look at here. Boy, this is a weird one.
Agua Frescas. No,
I
so-
almost
so-
put this on my worst of the year.
Yeah,
list.
this one. Listen, this one comes out of
Oh,
Hispanic Heritage Month.
okay.
Which I appreciate.
Agua Frescas is only
Only one.
around during Hispanic Heritage Month, September 15th to October 15th.
Now, why is
Obviously, Daniel Suarez being from Mexico.
So was it flavored water?
No, it's basically just really sugary juice in a can.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, Minute Maid owned by Coca-Cola. They're big on
Right.
Coca-Cola.
So it's juice. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I was trying to figure
but
out. Fresca.
What I like about it is Rapido AF.
Well, sure.
So
I guess
There
you're right.
you go.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it sticks out, man.
It does.
It's
It
great.
definitely does. Fresca is a whole different drink. Y'all remember Fresca?
I
Do
remember
they still,
Frescas.
Do they still make Fresca?
I had one in Nicaragua.
Really?
Maybe it was when Jordan was with me.
We don't
Long
have it here
time.
anymore, do
Long
we?
time ago.
It's gone from America, isn't it?
Maybe.
It was like a grapefruit
It was
flavored
like a-
soda.
Yeah.
My mom liked it in the 80s. I remember that. I didn't. I was
That's
even
the
like,
last time I
It's
saw
not. It's not carbonated.
10 years ago.
This
in,
is not.
in Nicaragua.
No.
Yeah, but that's juice, though.
I mean,
Just
yeah,
the
it's
Fresca
just,
thing just
it's
throws me
just
off.
juiced up.
Okay. All right. I guess.
Juice
Well,
World.
Oh, the
I can't-
car no one could see.
Ugh. I
Where
don't-
did it go?
I don't like this car.
He don't like it.
Take a picture of me with a Kodak.
Pitbull wants a picture of it.
Yeah.
Like this has also got who is it on the front?
Luke Bryan,
Luke Bryan. Man, we got a lot of
Shoot
artist
shot.
this year.
He's what?
Carrie Underwood was on a car.
Yeah, that's true.
That was a terrible car.
Taylor Swift was on a
Maybe
car a
it'll
long
be
time
on the,
ago.
Terrible show. Maybe on the terrible list. Who knows?
So
This one, people literally could not see it and wrote in to the 99 one in Trackhouse Instagram and said, "We can't see the car. Please post a different picture." And they had to post a separate picture.
Yeah.
It was so hard for them to see. So I do like camo, so it's hard for me to hate on it. You loved it. Justin hates it. It's
I don't know if it's camo or just
Just
wilderness
pictures of trees.
scenes. Wilderness scenes.
You know what? Maybe Luke Bryan stepped onto something. Instead of making artificial camo,
The more I look
at this
at
point,
it,
we can just print trees onto things, and
The-
that looks just like real trees.
the more I look at it, the more I want to take it off my list.
Oh, you've messed up this list. Oh,
but
man.
this one,
Listen, this one right here, this is in our elite group of possibly could have been the best in the year. This was barely nudged out of being the most popular on our list.
yeah. Oh man,
So this is one of the premier. This is the second tier of car here. Okay,
Can we go
it's
back
just not
to
nominated? This is the. Ooh.
Can we go back to a recount? Because I'd put it up there.
I'm telling you what,
Man.
Okay, it's a lot of these. You could very well. You'll look at them again, and you're like, man, that is the greatest. You know,
Who's the greatest?
that's America. I do like this one. It didn't make it, but man, here's another one coming up that got so close to being one of the finalists. Look at this.
Oh.
Colin coming out hard.
Mountain Dew.
Oh, Jordan's maybe the only reason this wasn't the greatest. Me and Justin
Listen,
like this
I
one.
liked what Colleague did with some of these brands. Your Mountain Dew, your Gain, your Tide.
It's Food City.
To me, it's just too busy again. Like
It's
the
Mountain
Tide,
Dew.
but
Yeah, that.
What?
You do
by
have a
the
legit
one
point.
I guess you're right.
you know,
But Mountain Dew's always got shards.
the message that wouldn't go through the other night when I was trying to message you guys was this one. A what if paint scheme.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Mm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be Pepsi on the same team.
Yeah, right. That could happen. It's just all about what the company wants to push, and they want to push the Mountain Dew brand more than they want to push Pepsi.
Where was this one ran?
This was Bristol Night Race.
Yeah, baby.
Ooh,
We were there.
We love it.
Food City does make sense.
You know.
Right?
Dick Trickle was extremely popular.
He really was. And Mountain Dew will put you in that mood. Oh, I'm telling you what, look at this.
There's another one.
My gosh.
Another one.
This is where we start getting to the point where my breath starts to go away from me. I can't breathe. I start palpitating, you know.
Was he in the not this year obviously, but last year was he in the BM Moose at the Hell Melon move
Yes,
at Martinsville?
that was the
Yes.
Martinsville car. And again, he ran it 4 times this year. And it was again at Martinsville this year.
Good.
Mhm.
And they have already re-signed for next year. And this is other than maybe the Coke 600 5 car to match the Indy car, this is the first 24 paint scheme released. We know what this car will look like. It looks pretty close to this, but it's slightly different for next year.
Is there been
But-
any number one Busch cars released yet?
Bush cars? I don't know. Not number ones, no. But there's some Bush.
Hey.
Now look at this. We just put these two together. This is up there also in the elite status. It's the same scheme, and the 6 got some votes, and the 17 got some votes. And I said, really, this is the same car.
It is.
You know?
It is.
So this is a partnership here, putting
These,
these
like-
guys up here, and them having 2 of them and running it
These-
in multiple cars.
These like hot.
This, I didn't realize this. This is Brad Keselowski's prime scheme this year. This
Is
has
it
been on
really?
the 6 more than anything else, Castrol Edge. 9 races he had with this.
Yeah, and one of them was America.
And the 17 ran it twice. And then he had the America, right? So, really, that's another thing that pushed it. I'm like, even when they just America'd it up, it still was amazing. Castrol
Yeah, it's
Edge.
almost up there with the Patriot Mobile.
You love them.
Patriot
All right.
Mobile.
Before we drop this one thing, I just want to remind you.
Bile.
Free stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Before we drop the big one, all you got to do is put in the comments, what did we get wrong? What did we get right? What was your top of the year? Here it is, the number 1 car we decided of the year, the 45 Star Wars car from Phoenix.
I didn't decide this.
You did not, but me and Jordan threw multiple votes at it. We just could not. We were obsessed. Listen, I knew from right off the bat. Soon as I saw the picture of this the week of Phoenix, I said, "That's it." I have multiple vehicles. My real vehicles, the tags are personalized with Star Wars things on them. Okay,
So you're just biased
I am
to
very
a
biased.
movie.
but it's
is
got
it-
the movie stuff. It's an X-wing.
Is this the only time ever that the that's not the X-wing fighter? That's
No,
the,
that's a TIE fighter. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I
that's a
misspoke.
TIE fighter. I was going to say, I
X-wing
know it's
was
Star
on the
Wars. That's not
23.
it. That's not an X-wing.
And I like the 23,
But-
but not as much as this one.
Yeah, so the 23 that week, it was X-wing.
It was
wasn't
X-wing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it got all the attention. They got the Mark Hamill in the commercial and everything.
But and the fire suits, the fire suits look cool too.
I did not see his fire suit.
No, I didn't either.
But I saw Bubba's fire
yeah,
suit, and it looked like an X-wing pilot. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
So this is probably
Um,
all black, I bet,
But
to look like a TIE fighter pilot.
this right here,
It's beautiful.
has Star Wars ever been on a NASCAR?
Oh, yeah,
Ever?
absolutely. Yeah. All 3 prequel movies had them. Kyle Busch had also the 3rd episode. The 38 and 88 had M&M Star Wars on theirs. In the Bush series, Jeff Gordon drove the Pepsi 24 Star Wars car from Episode 1. What else? And then there's one other time that I'm missing, I know.
He knows all of them,
yeah.
folks. He knows all of them.
Yeah.
But
So,
they probably don't look as good as this one.
They do not. And the problem, they made all those die-cast. They're not going to make these.
What?
Yeah, right. I don't know. Star Wars
Crazy.
since then has been handled by Disney, but Disney sells a ton of crap. It seems like they let this get made. I don't know.
But just- look, but plus, let's just talk, 2311 Racing killing it in the paint schemes, but
Absolutely.
just the big brands they get on their cars.
Right. Michael Jordan.
DoorDash, Columbia, Roku,
Right. Like the Star Wars. Nobody. They
Star
didn't even
Wars,
say
McDonald's, Dr. Pepper,
there was
Columbia.
nothing Star Wars coming out that week. Like
Yes.
called Star Wars. It was just out of nowhere. Everybody's like, they're not even pushing anything. It was just a random okay, last race, Star Wars.
Food Country USA.
Right. That's a big brand.
Yeah, this one.
You go down to Food Country USA and meet our good friend, the Waffle
I'll
Head
tell you
man.
the only.
Parker Kligerman.
I think the
There
only
he is right
negative
there.
I would.
Waffle. Yeah.
The only negative I would take away from this scheme
Yeah.
is the
Waffle
Toyota
Man?
on the fender. Take that away.
You know what? I'm a Toyota fanboy, so it kind of even made it better.
Yeah, probably.
It did everything for me. I knew, like when it came down to a split, we had these as a tie break here at the end, and we all voted again this morning. I said, "What of the four?" And boom, here it is. It got 2 of the 3 votes. So here we are. And listen, speaking of best of the year, who had the most best paint schemes? We said out of our list, we picked 5 Trackhouse. And I think that's a pretty good indicator. Trackhouse had hot cars. We also picked 5 RFK cars, which hot all year.
And 523.
And 52311. So I'm pretty confident they dominated the hot schemes of the year, those 3 teams. I feel pretty confident about that.
Well,
Speaking of in the 45 car, 4 times. 17 car, 3 times. 99 car, 3 times.
yes, but obviously didn't give them a championship.
It did not. Speaking of Blaney,
Doesn't
got his-
matter what your car looks like.
Well, Blaney had 1 on the list, okay? It doesn't matter what your car looks like, but I still say, just like most professional race car drivers would, flames make it go faster.
You know what they say? Look good, feel good, race good.
I never heard him say it, but it makes sense to me.
Yep.
All right, we got anything to send them out on, guys, for this episode? We're cutting off the contest for the free stuff also.
Tune in. We're going to have another episode, so tune in
December 31st.
next week.
Yeah, we got some stuff coming up. We got the war stuff coming up next week. And then we got some special off-season stuff coming up.
Yes, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Justin?
Hey, how are you?
Thanks for coming. All right. We love you. We hope you're doing well. Give White Blaze a call, and if you don't, you're a hobo. We'll see you later. Bye.
Here